One of my clients tripled his testosterone in a year without a single injection. All he did was lose the fat, making that number look low in the first place. But why are we being sold the opposite story? That your hormones are the problem and there's nothing you can do about it, apart from jumping on TRT with your TRT doctor? Or taking some pointless supplement that may raise your testosterone by maybe 30, 50 points, but you won't even notice it. This has been repackaged into a dozen different videos this year alone. And let me guess, you haven't had it tested, or at least in a while, but you feel tired and soft around the middle, and that made you pick up the explanation somewhere along the line. And I'm so sick of the nonsense spewed by men in their 20s or men that just juiced up. So naturally, I felt compelled to make this video. Let's talk about body fat first. Body fat isn't just where your body parks extra calories and just says, you can lose it, or you can just have excess body fat. Think about visceral fat, which you've probably heard a lot about. It's the stuff around your organs, and it thickens your waist. This is hormonally active, yes. It's loaded with an enzyme called aromatase, and aromatase has one primary job. It converts your testosterone into estrogen. So more belly fat means more aromatase, which means more of your testosterone is going to get converted before it even shows up on a blood test. And there's nothing wrong, well, very likely, with the machinery you have producing it. It's just that it's getting hijacked on the way out. And men carrying excess fat run measurably lower testosterone than lean men the same age. In some studies, we are talking about 30 or maybe even 40% lower. So when a heavier man gets his bloods back and sees that low number, that's his body fat doing exactly what body fat in that quantity does. But of course, I want to give the low T explanation a fair hearing here because it's not made up. Low testosterone is a real diagnosis, and some men have levels, that represent a genuine deficiency that might not have anything to do with body fat. But lucky for us, researchers went out looking for how often that's actually the case. And one of the largest studies on this tracked thousands of men across Europe for years and asked which symptoms actually moved in step with a man's testosterone level. Fatigue, low mood, brain fog, weight gain, and low libido. Every symptom men blame on low T was on the list. And out of everything they tracked, only 3 symptoms had a real consistent relationship with the number, and all 3 were sexual. Fatigue didn't track with it. Brain fog didn't track with it. Neither did weight gain. Yet most of what men pin on their hormone panel simply doesn't move with the number at all. And I can tell you from personal experience, a single low reading sitting on its own without the symptoms that actually correlate with it, that tells you a lot less than a panel. So if testosterone were really the engine driving stubborn belly fat, correcting the number should melt the fat off, right? Because that's the logic behind blaming the hormone in the first place. Instead, what actually happens when researchers put men with genuinely low testosterone on replacement therapy, think TRT, and then they measure the result? I'm glad you asked. Some randomized trials found that it produced on average just under 4.5 pounds of lean muscle and a small improvement in cholesterol, but no change in blood pressure, and unfortunately, no dramatic fat loss. And of course, 4.5 pounds of muscle is fantastic, but it's a long way from fixing the belly fat. So fat drives the number down, and the number going back up doesn't reliably drive the fat off. Jack was the client I mentioned to begin with. He was 55, around 30% body fat, maybe slightly over. Before he ever worked with me, he told me exactly where the idea had come from. He had watched a video telling him the reason he couldn't lose belly fat was because his testosterone was low. He also insisted he had tried everything and had all the symptoms of low T. And of course, that planted the seed. So when he eventually got his bloods done, sure enough, testosterone came back at 200 NGL, which is low enough that a doctor might want to prescribe TRT. And he did, there and then. Now, he had a good case, the video, a blood test, and then his doctor telling him the same story. But we left his hormones alone and worked on the fat instead. This doesn't sound as sexy, obviously. But slowly over the better part of a year, we got him from 30% down to 15. And when he had his bloods redone, his testosterone had climbed from 200 to around 600 in a healthy range for a man his age. Well, for most ages even. I know very jacked guys that are lean, not even too lean, with around that range. He did this without injections. Jack's swing is dramatic because his fat loss was dramatic. But when we look at trials on more modest weight loss, let's say 10% of body weight or so, they tend to produce smaller but still real increases. Testosterone climbing by like 50, 70 points on average. And the more the fat comes off, the more the number tends to recover. But hold your horses. Before you take that as permission to get lean as humanly possible, I need to flag something because I've oversimplified this exact point before. There's a second way testosterone tanks, and it has nothing to do with excess fat. It's chronic and aggressive dieting. And natural bodybuilders tracked through a contest prep have had their testosterone crash to a quarter of what it was when it started, purely from months of severe energy restriction. So that's a completely different mechanism to aromatase from extra body fat. It's your body sensing it isn't getting enough energy and turning down the reproductive system to conserve fuel. This isn't a straight line where the leaner you get, the better it is for your hormones. It's close to a U-shape. Too much fat suppresses testosterone one way, but getting brutally lean too fast for too long, that suppresses it a different way. So you want to get leaner, but you want to avoid getting too lean and aggressively dieting for too long. So if it isn't prescription and it isn't starving yourself either, what is it? The unglamorous, boring stuff, a moderate, sustainable fat loss phase, getting somewhere between 12 and 16% body fat, obviously depending on your starting point. And of course, resistance training and good sleep. And as boring and simple as it sounds, these three things shift testosterone more reliably in non-clinical men, and they're the exact same things that get rid of the belly fat in the first place. Fix the fat and the number tends to follow on its own. So for most men, a low number, or even the story that you probably have one, is your body fat talking. Chase the fat, and more often than not, the number chases itself back to where it should be, and so do most of your health markers. If you want the 3 stages to get to 15% body fat, watch this video next to make sure you don't get caught up in stage 2. I'll see you there.